What's up everyone? My name is Adam McInnis. I'm a hit producer and songwriter. Today I'm going to go through EXO's new song, Don't Fight the Feeling, and we'll give you a little breakdown of what they're doing in the production and check out the music video. Let's get it started. That's cool. I like how they're using the sound effects along with the visuals. It really makes it feel like a movie. Oof. The transitions in these videos, similar to aespa's video, these are wild. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. This is going to give you some insights for anyone who's a producer or songwriter. They're doing something very interesting, and I'm going to break it down. It starts right before the song comes in. You're going to hear this intro. The intro sounds like boom, boom. So one thing that's really cool what they do is they start off with a few sounds that grab your attention. It's a drum that's going and it's like whoop, whoop, whoop. Those two elements create the awareness in our brains to go, okay, something cool is happening. We're not sure yet. But the more important and the more genius thing that happens in this song structure is they then go to a bass line and remove those high frequencies. This gives the ear an idea that something is changing, and let me go along for the ride in it. Also, you'll notice that they're using a thing that I call a power of three. A power of three is when someone sets up a melodic structure. Like on this one, he goes, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Like that is the melodic phrasing that they're trying to teach the listener. And notice they're going to do it 3 times. So I'm going to play it and I'll count, but you'll see how these things are happening. Check it out. So watch bass line comes in. So that's the first one. So do that twice. They actually do it 4 times. So the structure is dun dun da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun dun da da. So if you counted it, for anyone out there who's a songwriter trying to understand this stuff, let's count it together. Ready? So it goes dun dun da 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 dun 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 da da. So that's 1. Dun dun da 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 dun 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 da da. That's 2. And they do the same exact phrasing, but they change a little bit of the notes on the third one. It's like dun dun da 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 dun 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 da da. And they come back for a 4th. Dun dun da 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 dun 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 da da. The reason why I'm saying this and pointing this out is because a lot of songwriters, when I first start working with them, they do melodies that don't all repeat. They don't connect. So it's hard for a listener to hear their song on the first time and then know what section they're in. But if you can set things up by using this thing that I call a power of 3, where you repeat something 3 times melodically in the structure, you'll keep your listeners engaged more, and more importantly, they'll feel like they know it. So when it comes back around the second verse, in the back of their mind, they're already singing that melody that you've now kind of led them into hearing. Let's keep listening. They're like in a spaceship or a... So if you notice already, they're doing the same thing in the pre-chorus. Now, the important part is changing the melodic structure every 8 bars. That gives a listener a new feeling towards, okay, a different section. And if you notice, they're doing the same thing with the power of 3 on the pre-chorus. So let's count it again. So check this out. So you notice the power of 3 again, but it's a new melody, so it's not like the first verse. Also, if you're really listening to production, they're adding elements now to tell you, we're going to give you more sonic information, which is I think there's like a snap or something like that, and something else percussive happening. Let's listen again really closely, but this time try to listen to the track and what they're adding in it, which is the producer's way of telling you, here's how something new is going to happen. We're building our tension up probably towards a bigger chorus. So we're going to give you small elements to not overwhelm you, but just enough to make you feel more interested and stay along for the ride. So listen back now for what they add in the production when the pre-chorus comes in. So let's check it out. See? Little production. Okay, so if we want to get really, really detailed, which I do want to help everyone out there to get really detailed, because it's how you learn how to write and produce hit songs. Before the pre-chorus comes in, there's a little bit of a transitional element, which is almost like a percussive thing that goes t-t-t-t. These elements are imperative. They're so minimal, but only top producers and songwriters really even know they're existing. And it's to create what I call the awareness to the ear of the listener to know that something new is about to happen. So I'm going to play the pre-chorus again, and I want you to hear it's going to go, which is going to tell you, okay, new section, and then you're going to hear the snaps. And then before it does this drop-off point, which it seems like it's going into the chorus or going into some sort of section that leads you up, notice how they're going to drop out the high snaps and anything else, so that all you're hearing is the bass. So it's basically a way of creating tension and then releasing it. So that way you'll get ready for that chorus part, which they're going to have another chance of change. So once again, listen to the pre-chorus and listen to the sound that happens to initiate the change for the pre-chorus to start. So right here, heard that? That was a cool little run he did. See, all comes out. Oh, that's cool. The piano stabs. It's kind of like gospel. Okay, so that big part, Don't Fight the Feeling, obviously is the part where they're telling you now the chorus title, right? It's the main section. Once again, listen for that small change. You're going to hear another transitional element. Watch right here. You'll hear it as it builds up. So we're building up tension. Watch. It goes, ow! So it's another element to make your ears say, pay attention. And this part, the cool thing about it is that it's saying, here's where the most amount of energy of the song is going to be. So we're going to have a sound that goes, ow! To grab your attention and lead you into this title and this hook, right? So that's when you go into Don't Fight the Feeling. It's kind of like Jackson 5. Oh, that's cool. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, so what was really great about that section is they came out of that chorus and they dropped it into this like almost like back end kind of groove to where now we're slowing down the rhythm. What it seems, you know, the tempo hasn't changed, but now we're doing like a backbeat, and they added like a little rap section with vocals. So that made it very interesting to even listen to, which is so cool. The vocals sound great. These guys are doing great. And then they go back into the pre-chorus. So you have a place to remember. This is the first time I've ever heard this song, but I can already remember the sections because I know what I'm looking for. These set designs are wild. Okay. Where are they? It's like they're dancing in a cube now, on a spaceship, on a... It's totally galactic right now. Now it's a full dance party. Okay. Now notice the most amount. Notice for anyone out there who's trying to learn how to craft major, massive songs, notice how the chorus has the most amount of sonic information. Okay, so the high notes, the high vocals, the percussion, the synths, all of the instruments that are really hitting at the same time are happening in the chorus. And it's to help the listener know what part to focus on the most, especially when they're inserting the title and repeating it. And notice once again, if we bring the power of 3 in, I told you before, don't fight the feeling, don't fight the feeling, don't fight the feeling, don't fight the feeling. You're starting to see the connection, hopefully, of it all. Don't fight the feeling, yeah. The special effects are insane on this. Music videos have come so far because of CGI. It's wild. Nice. Okay, cool. Don't fight the feeling. EXO. Oh, there's more. They stop it and then throw in credits. I'll be honest, I always love when there's credits and something more. It's like when you're watching a movie and you're waiting for something to happen at the end before you leave the theater. You're hoping that something else happens and you wait. I love when people do that. Oh, where are they going at the end? It's like they're going into some other portal. Okay, that made it completely different. Let me rewind that. What's that all about? So they're on a spaceship, but what's that slit? Is that going into the kind of world that Espo was talking about, where it's like you have that sync thing? Or are they doing something completely different? See, now I'm intrigued. I want to know more about what that slit is. Is that like heaven? Is that another dimension? Okay, I have to check out EXO more. All right, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this reaction video, and I'll see you at the next one. Give me some of that power.